Hi, welcome. It's Michael here. We're going to be diving into the Competitive Edge intelligence briefing for November. So let me just flick my camera over and then join me. And we're going to be going through the competitive product roadmap for FinTech. And this is basically what the leading players are building out in the FinTech space. This is November 2025. This is the executive summary. If you want a full copy of the report, just click on the link on the bio. You can download the full report. It's something that we do free once a month. But essentially, this is the executive summary that we're going to be going through. But essentially, how this is compiled is that we use a range of data sources. So we're using hiring signals. So we're basically scraping a lot of job descriptions, job posts which are out there. We're doing deep inspection, looking at the content of those job posts. What are the keywords? What are the roles being hired for? What are the skills that have been sought by companies in the fintech sector? We're then looking at departments. Are they increasing or reducing in size among the largest players? And we're also looking at R&D signals such as change logs. Are companies changing their overall tech stack? We can detect those things. And then we're also looking at technology stack tracking. We're also looking at announcements from the likes of PitchBook, Crunchbase, and then we're consolidating to see where is the smart money going, where is it investing. And then we're basically wrapping that up in analyst validated launch forecasting, looking at what products are going to be built because the money's been put in place, the departments, the skills have been put in place, which basically means that there's going to be an output of that product. So that's basically how we've compiled all of this. We've created a really cool model to do this, which is, like I say, really cool. But anyway, let's get deep into this. So firstly, we're seeing three key innovation trends in fintech in November 2025. Number one is embedded lending and credit as a service expansion. So very interesting that fintech leaders, the likes of Stripe, Revolut, Plaid, they're transforming credit delivery by embedding lending into existing payment flows. So think about that. So what's coming down the pipe there in terms of that? What we're seeing that gives us the confidence is that change logs show that 38% of new fintech releases since Q2 this year reference API-driven credit scoring or working capital modules. That's a 2.3x increase year on year. So that's a massive increase. So that what we're seeing is quite a monumental shift to embedded lending and credit as a service expansion. Secondly, of course, AI, but AI in terms of AI-driven compliance and risk automation. So compliance automation is emerging as the invisible infrastructure of fintech. It's a very important one. So what we've been doing is we've been tracking a lot of hiring signals, and there's a 27% year-on-year uptick in RegTech engineering roles. That's dramatic. And then also from funding rounds, we're seeing a $2.1 billion increase in RegTech startups since March 2025. So essentially the ecosystem around RegTech is basically consolidating. That's being formed. That's basically where the money's going in order to build that up. And that's basically indicating a sustained investment in anti-fraud, KYC, and then also transaction monitoring APIs, which are AI driven. So that's a new thing. And then thirdly, we're seeing interoperable payment infrastructure and cross-border rails. So here we're seeing cross-border payments are entering a consolidation phase. The likes of Wise, Aiden, and Airwallex, they lead with FX as a service APIs and real-time settlement orchestration. And then we're also seeing partnerships. So these are between fintechs and national banking networks, and notably Revolut plus UK faster payments, and also PayTM with MPCI, and they're basically bridging regulatory and infrastructure gaps. So what we're basically seeing, this is our view would be that incumbents are rebundling fintech partnerships into compliance and infrastructure control, whilst the challengers are weaponizing speed and also usage transparency. And basically, we believe that the key battleground in 2026 will be all about interoperability, not innovation. And basically, the winning fintechs will basically make ecosystems work together faster than banks can replicate them. So this is basically the ecosystem play will be the predominant focus over the next 12 months. So hope you've enjoyed this summary. If you want a copy of the full report, links in the description. There's a ton more stuff we go through. This is just a summary. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks very much. Bye.